The other element that's really important is knowledge retrieval. So I think this is the bare bones of AI these days. So knowledge retrieval is where you can have the AI systems actually pull data from your knowledge base. So whether that's API documentation, customer documentation, now even with your code base, and you can start querying your code base. Like, where's that file where I have to do the transfer to that API endpoint? You can't remember, and you write it in, bang, it finds it for you and just directs you right to the correct file. So knowledge retrieval, you'll often hear it called as RAG, which is, now I can't even think of what it is off the top of my head. Who remembers what RAG means? Anyone? No? Retrieval augmented generation, thank you, yes. But it's knowledge retrieval. So I think right now, every API documentation needs this knowledge retrieval system. I've been working with some recently that have it. It's awesome. You don't have to read through the docs. You just go, how do I make the endpoint to do payments? And it'll just go, here's the code. You go, give it to me in Ruby. Yeah, here it is. And it just saves a huge amount of time. So knowledge retrieval works very differently. So we're very used to keyword search. We're now dealing in the realm of similarity search, or what they call semantic search, meaning semantic meaning the meaning of words. So if you've got an e-commerce store, for example, and someone would have to search for a red dress in our traditional keyword search. With similarity search, a person can come in and go, I want a formal dress, I want a long one, it probably should be red, maybe satin. And what the AI will do, it will find, based on the meaning of that, find the correct dress for that particular person. So instead of, like you find this with Google sometimes, where you put it in, Google doesn't quite do keyword search anymore, but they're not necessarily quite at this fully yet either. So just this morning, I threw this together, which took about 20 minutes. So this is Reinteractive AI, which is trained on Reinteractive's blogs, and has knowledge retrieval related to our AI blog posts. So let me run this. So we ask it, how do I run AI models locally? And what that'll do is that'll actually retrieve the information related to that. The sources down the bottom actually gives the direct source to that blog. And then furthermore, I can now ask it, give me the steps to make an API call to Llama. This is the tool you use to run locally, which I'll talk about soon, using Ruby, and that will then output the very specific steps in order to do that. So this sort of thing is really, really simple. So this is using Amazon Q. Anyone who's using AWS may have recently seen a little button on the left panel, the right panel, which is basically their knowledge system and chatbot, where you can, you just ask it now. Like, I was having to work out how to do an API call to one of AWS's endpoints. I just said, how do I do that API call in Ruby? And just went, done. And that would have saved me like an hour of trawling through AWS's less than awesome documentation at times.